Self-care is not selfish, it's essential. My name is Latoya McLeod Carpenter. I'm the owner of the Self-Care Corner, located in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We're a private practice, group practice that offers mental health counseling. I'm also a licensed clinical social worker and a recreational therapist that's certified. I started off as nursing. While I was in the program, I came to the realization that nursing was something that I did not want to do. It was something that I was more encouraged to do. I came from a family of nurses and other people around me were in the medical field. So I changed my major and I went through the majors and just trying to see what do I want to do. I wanted to work in allied health. I wanted to do something active. And when I looked in the major of recreational therapy, it connected to me because it was a holistic approach. It used activities to help better their physical health, their mental health, and emotional health. So that was something that connected to me. The Self-Care Corner started on my self-care journey. It started off with myself. First, I was saying I just want to be just me, but now I have 8 other clinicians that's a part of my team. It's a place for you to work on your goals. It's a place for you to be empowered. It's a place for you to grow and heal. We have clinicians that have years of experience in their field to provide that safe, compassionate place where you can express yourself. I created a self-care corner for me to have a good work-life balance because I didn't want to put aside the things that I work for. COVID kind of opened that door for me because one day we were in the office and they say, pack your bags and grab everything, you're going home. And I worked from home for a while. So when that time came back, like, hey, we need you back in the office. I went back to the office, but it was complicated. It was more stressful because childcare was limited. I was on wait list for months. So I basically had to make a decision to where either I leave work or stop working to focus more on the kids. And I was like, one thing is I want to maintain staying in the working field. So I took the leap of faith and started the Self-Care Corner. I did face some obstacles starting up the Self-Care Corner. It was about juggling the thought of, should I do this, should I not? So it's just kind of changing my mindset and saying this is a step that I need to do for me. I had to lean on family members, I had to lean on friends, I had to lean on I had to create my own support system. It's okay to ask for a little support, like whether it's, hey, can you watch the girls for, an hour while I kind of do this or so. So it's kind of finding your balance. I encourage that with my clinicians too, is basically finding their sweet spot too, like recognizing how many clients they could see in a day, recognizing when they do need to take off as well. So kind of having boundaries with their schedule and doing check-ins is very encouraged for them to practice self-care because we have to take care of ourselves so we can show up for the clients as well. A big self-care thing for me is my morning coffee. I like to wake up early before my kids wake up and before my husband wake up, and sometimes just going outside and sitting outside listening. That's my time. I listen to the birds. I drink my coffee. I listen to a meditation. So just taking 10 minutes. So 10 minutes in the morning just to start my day. I set up my days where I see clients on certain days of the weeks and I have self-care activities after, whether it's going to the gym, going for a walk. Sometimes I just have to put my music on blast just to kind of reset myself because I have to find ways how to separate that and decompress before I go back into my reality of being a mom, being a wife, and also having my own therapist, having someone that I do talk to. And I encourage most of the clinicians that come across my way is they need to have therapists who work primarily with adults. I've worked with children and adolescents for over a decade. But after having your own children, it kind of shifts things as well to where I felt that it was just a place where I needed to transition to. So that was a boundary, that was something I had to set for myself. And my reason for transitioning is just because of that, just wanting that separation. It's good to have those boundaries because boundaries help us self-regulate. After having kids, I slowed down, but I used to be the type that I was on a plane frequently. From my observation, I feel that other countries do practice better self-care. But I know in our culture, we're more geared on working, but that's how we have to basically, reshape the way that we work. Individually, we don't have to look at the whole system. But just know that self-care is not selfish, it's essential. You have to put yourself first so you can take care of other people. Like whenever you're flying on a plane, if oxygen comes down from the ceiling, right? Are you going to put on the mask on someone else? Or should you put the mask on yourself first? So when I think of self-care and taking those steps, you have to think of it that way. I don't know what tomorrow will bring, but I do see the Self-Care Corner continuing to grow. I don't know what else is in the paths for me, but I just take each day as a stepping stone and just embracing the days right now, and I'll, figure out the rest in the next step in the future.